Hail Panda-wans, artists and journeymen, and anyone who's following that illustrated path with me. This is Samwise, your host, a.k.a. Little Hagrid. What else? Fluffy is a good one. Short Opie, that's the guy from Sons of Anarchy. Anyways, if you have a fun or cruel nickname you want to throw out, leave it in the comments, and maybe I'll give it a mention in the next video. I just wanted to say, did you guys know that there are monsters everywhere? Oh, yes, indeed there are. You just have to be looking. So check this out. This is one of the easiest examples. So I was up at my little mountain cave a while back. This is a few years ago I took this picture. Some friggin' wolf put its footprint in my damn brew. You see it? You guys have to be able to see it, all right? Let's see. If not, I'll help illustrate it. Let's see. Boom. So look, obviously this is an easy one. This was an easy one for me to see. But look at that. So look at, there's a dang footprint in my suds. Yeah, I still drank it, of course, duh. Let's not be wasteful. So yeah, anyway, so there was a monster amongst us, right? So here's another one. This one might be a little more difficult for people to see. Now, this was also up in the mountain retreat, and I don't know if you can see it, but when I saw this, I was walking around. I saw a face staring at me in the bark of an old tree. Look at that. You guys starting to see it now? That's right. You know, obviously we could, doll this up and make it prettier, but it looked like, to me, it looked like a skeleton dude sitting there smiling at me. And, he was being very disrespectful because, up in the mountains, it's dry, and he's there smoking. He's having a smoke in the dry-ass mountains, right? That's not good. So, yeah, obviously, I think you guys can see that now. So, not only, are they up in the mountains, in the wild, primeval areas, I saw him in my own dang house, right? So I'm walking around, and what do I see but this? You have to see this one, right? I see this little cute-looking dude staring at me from the floor tiles, right? So look, let me zoom in a little bit here. So hold on a second. There we go. So here you go. It's a look at that. There's an eye. Huh? He's got his little mouth here. If you zoom in real close, he's got all these just nasty little teeth. Ugh. It's like he'd be like a little, eater of your elbow meats or something. You're like, what was that? Just bit me. Like, I don't know. He's gone now. Anyways, so you could sit there and do a couple different things with this. So, if I were to follow this mouth here, he's got some weird eyeball over here. I don't think that's as fun of a character. So what I'm going to do, let's delete this part here. Boom. Let's take this and we can copy it. Boom. So now he's got, there we go. And if you wanted to, you could, now again, mostly, I'm talking about monsters everywhere, but what I'm talking about is there's inspiration everywhere. Just some little patterns in the floor tile kind of gave me, the impression of this little dude here. It's like, what the hell kind of little creature is that? Is it cute? Is it mean? I don't know. Let's try a different one. Let's take it from this angle here. So here's an eyeball. Boom. And he's got like some weird mouth here. Now let's follow some of this area here where it's like some kind of weird head bumps and snouts and all that sort of stuff. Now I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to copy it, just do a little flip there, and we can flesh this out a bit. So here's some monsters with his teeth here. And again, the title of the video obviously is Monsters Everywhere, and I'm having fun because if you think about it, anywhere you look is inspiration. And depending on how you look at it, you could look at something like, oh, that's just a dang floor tile. That's just a piece of bark. That's just I don't know, shadow on the wall, or if, something in the clouds. But if you were to really work at it, you can start seeing creatures, ideas, shapes of buildings, castles, all that sort of stuff. So we could, this guy's not actually the coolest looking monster in the world, but it's a start. And it's kind of cool that you got it for free. You're just looking down and you found it. So one of the things that you can also do too is with that same piece of art, boom, give it a flip. Now, at first I was like, well, I don't see any. Wait a minute. And I started to see some things. So here we go. Like, you have a couple things that you could do here. So first of all, we'll just do a big, the eye is always great to start with, because that's what sort of gets you and centers you. But if you follow the lines here, you even has, like I'm starting to see like a snake, like a serpent sort of face right here. Now, what you can do is you can take that and flip it, boom. So now we're starting to get the face, of some kind of cool asp, whatever. And it even has the little, I'm pointing to the screen like you can see it. It even has the little pits. How like they have the little pit things or whatever. So yeah, like this could be easily, boom, a serpent. There you go. Like, you can, and again, these are real rough, but you could spend some time noodling on these and get some really cool just concepts for critters, monsters, and even if you don't, it's just fun. Take something and go, what kind of face can I see on this? There was an old, let me do another one over here. There was an old show, it was on Channel 5 when I was a kid. It was called, I can't remember the name of it, but the artist, his name was Tom Hatton. And he used to do the hosting of the old Popeye show. And it was on from, I think like 7 in the morning till 10. And then some other show came on after that. But he would ask people to send in doodles, and he would do the doodles, right? So there we go. We have that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, check it out. Let me try this here real quick. All right, look at this. I didn't even see this guy. Let's zoom him up. So he would do doodles of people's submissions. Sorry, I'm just all over the place, but I just saw an ogre. Can you guys see the ogre in there? If not, check this out. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so there's an eye. Wow, that eye right there looks really cool. It looks like he's like just glaring at you. So here's his nose. Boom. And yeah, so you can start to see the shapes of this ogre. Oh, I'll give him a big old goofy lip too. Ogre, just leering at you like you were, in his mud pool or something, and he was taking a bath, getting all nice and muddy, and you came and farted in his swamp water, so he didn't like that. So look at that. I'm adding the ear. That's not really any ear kind of stuff there, but yeah, look at this. There was an ogre there too. I didn't even see him. It took the power of us hanging out and talking to see this little face here. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, okay. And then so check this out. This one I thought was pretty crazy. So again, going back to the mountain lair. Now, I don't know about you guys, but any heavy metal fans, they'll probably see this. This to me looks like Eddie from Iron Maiden. Now, let's follow along here. So if you don't, artists out there, if you don't know Iron Maiden, you need to check it out. If you listen to them, it'll make your art like 17 times better. Repeating, of course. So check this out. Yeah, look at this. This one. Anyways, there was this chunk of wood bark here. I kicked a log or something when I was stumbling around in the forest, and this chunk of bark breaks off, and who is staring at me now but friggin' Eddie? It's like an Eddie mask. I mean, it almost looks like the one from Peace of Mind. So I'm gonna add the little nuts and bolts up there. Yeah, look at that. So artists out there, if you're not familiar with Iron Maiden, definitely give it a check. But that's that's pretty much Eddie right there. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. The main point was there are monsters everywhere. You got to watch out for them, and more importantly, you need to capture them and use them as a source of inspiration. What may never come out to anything, or it's just some fun stuff that you're working on. Okay, well, thanks a lot. Another video for you. I'll try to make more. It's just difficult. I have a lot of stuff going on art-wise, and a lot of it I can't show, unfortunately. So, yeah, okay, great. Well, if you have any comments, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that crap. You know what? Forget about all that stuff. You shouldn't be watching this video anyways. You should be creating more than you're consuming, right? Go make some artwork, everybody. And remember, by pencil or pixel, paintbrush or polygon, we will remember our ABCs. Always be creating. Cheers and beers, everyone. Talk to you later.